Let's review Gorgie energy drinks. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing the very popular Gorgie energy drinks, since I've been asked quite a few times from you. Gorgie is a supplement company that is pretty new. While it does seem that they're going to be offering supplements down the line, right now they solely have their Gorgie energy drinks. And with these energy drinks becoming very popular on social media with so many different influencers promoting them, you may be wondering if they are actually worth your money or if you should skip it. But before we start, hi, my name is Katey. I'm a registered dietitian and certified personal trainer. My goal with this channel is to help you learn more about nutrition, fitness, and wellness so that you can be your best self, whatever that looks like. I also really love to do product reviews, and actually this video and many others have been inspired from you asking in the comments. So feel free to let me know any other products you want me to review or topics just in the comments below. So let's dive in. What is Gorgie? Gorgie was founded by Michelle Cordero Grant in 2023, so it is pretty new. She is a very well-known businesswoman who has had a lot of other companies and has had a lot of success in the business world. Now, the website says that Gorgie's goal is to be a women's focused supplement brand and to look at the supplement industry from a female perspective. So now let's review Gorgie's ingredients. According to their website, there are 5 different flavors available right now. But after going through each of the flavors, it seems that their ingredient lists are very similar and their nutrition facts tables are identical. So for the purpose of this video and not having to go through every single flavor, I will just focus on one, but it applies to all of them available so far. So let's use Sparkling Paradise Punch as the example just because it was the first flavor available. Right away, we see that the company makes 5 main promises with their product. 150 milligrams of green tea caffeine, 0 grams of sugar, it contains L-theanine, it has biotin, and it has vitamin B6 and B12. All in all, they're basically saying that these ingredients combined make it a healthier option as an energy drink. So let's take a look at the nutrition facts table. According to the nutrition facts table, each can contains about 5 calories. Now, if you are trying to watch your calories, lose weight, or you just don't want to consume your calories through liquids, this is a pretty decent option. We also see that it only has 1 gram of carbohydrates and 0 grams of sugar. And this makes sense since they said it doesn't have sugar. But whenever you see this, you need to think, well, if there is no sugar, then what is making the product sweet? And the best thing you can do is just look at the ingredient list. And we see right away that the product contains stevia. Now, some companies will label it as stevia, which a lot of people are more familiar with, but sometimes they'll label it as its official name, so stevioglycosides. But either way, it's the same thing. And like I've talked about in other videos, stevia is a natural sweetener that is derived from a plant. It contains no sugar and no calories, which is why so many people like to use it. So all in all, that is where the sweetness of the product comes from. Now, the company right at the top of the page says that they don't use nasty sugar replacements. But I just want to be clear that technically speaking, stevia is a sugar replacement. It is derived from a natural source like I mentioned, so what they're probably meaning is that it doesn't contain any artificial replacements or artificial sweeteners. But I just wanted to clarify that. Now, if we keep going down the nutrition facts table, we see that it has 4 different B vitamins. It has niacin, B6, B12, and biotin. I've got to say, I do appreciate the fact that they don't go overboard with their B vitamins. So many energy drink companies add way too much B vitamins to the point where I don't even know why they're putting so much in it. The thing to keep in mind with B vitamins is that they are water soluble, so we don't store any extra in our body. We simply pee out any extra. And also, when it comes to vitamins and minerals, more is not always better. So I like it when companies stick with the DRIs, and then if anyone needs extra, they can work with their healthcare professional to get more. So this is really awesome to see. But why are these vitamins added to this energy drink, and a lot of them? So first we'll talk about biotin because the company really touts that this is one of the beneficial ingredients in their product. In particular, they say that it helps with hair, skin, and nails. While technically speaking, biotin does play a role in the health of our hair, skin, and nails, taking a biotin supplement hasn't been found in research to actually help with these. And the reason why is because biotin is something that majority of the population get enough of through our diet. And as I mentioned, because biotin is a B vitamin and it is water soluble, anything extra just gets peed out. We don't use any extra. So really the only people that are going to benefit from taking a biotin supplement are people who are deficient. And again, majority of people are not. And it's a really small group of people. Now, I'm not saying that Gorgie does this particularly for this reason, but I do find that a lot of supplement companies add biotin because it is so closely linked with hair, skin, and nail health, and it's a really easy way to get a certain consumer base interested. Despite the fact that there really isn't much scientific backing with taking a biotin supplement to helping our skin, hair, and nails. Now, is it harmful? No, but I'm not really convinced it's going to do much for you. Then we have the other B vitamins, niacin, B6, and B12. These vitamins are really connected to nerve function as well as energy metabolism. And if you've watched my other video on Alani Nu, I also talk about B vitamins there. But the thing is, with these B vitamins, yes, they play a role in energy production in the body, so producing ATP. If you ever learned about the TCA cycle, Krebs cycle, things like that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But basically, our body uses these nutrients as well as others to produce ATP, which is our energy currency in the body, to basically survive. So that is where the connection between B vitamins and energy come from. The thing is when you're taking a B vitamin, it's not that all of a sudden you're going to consume it and it's going to be used right away as energy. It takes time. And B vitamins are not known for being a stimulant. And a stimulant is something that's going to stimulate you. So for example, caffeine is a stimulant. So no, these B vitamins are not going to give you the energy that you're looking for. The caffeine in the product will. It's not harmful to have these B vitamins in this product, especially because the company does a really good job keeping the dose pretty low. But again, it's not going to have an immediate effect on your actual energy. So what will? The caffeine. So according to the label and the ingredient list, Gorgie has 150 milligrams of caffeine in the product, and it comes from green tea. Caffeine is a stimulant and it does work on our nervous system. Basically, caffeine is an adenosine antagonist. So what this means is that when we consume caffeine, the caffeine is going to attach to a receptor known as adenosine receptors. And adenosine is a molecule that accumulates throughout the day that helps promote sleep. So if you have the caffeine attaching to these receptors, adenosine can't. And so the effect of adenosine cannot happen. Therefore, we feel more stimulated, we feel more awake, and we don't feel sleepy. So if you're buying an energy drink, you need to have a stimulant such as caffeine that's going to give you the energy or the alertness that you're looking for. On top of this, the product contains a compound known as L-theanine. I've talked about this before, but L-theanine is a compound that can actually produce what's known as more of a calm alertness, a calm concentration and focus. Also, L-theanine can help reduce the jitters that we get from caffeine. So this is why you're starting to see it in a lot of energy drinks, because the caffeine can sometimes give people that jittery feeling they don't like. So the L-theanine can help counteract this. This is why when you drink green tea, typically speaking, even though it has caffeine, you don't feel the same jitteriness that you do when you drink coffee that doesn't have L-theanine. If we continue on the ingredient list, we notice that a lot of the colors and flavors come from different plant sources and juices. This is a really convenient way to add color, add flavoring to products without relying on artificial sweeteners or colors. So if you're trying to avoid these, this is a good option. Finally, I noticed that there's actually ginger root extract in the product. Unfortunately, the product doesn't list the dose, so I'm not sure if it's actually going to have a therapeutic benefit in any way, shape, or form, but ginger root extract is known to help reduce nausea and stomach upset, so potentially it could help with that. Beyond these ingredients, the other ones are most likely just to help preserve the product, so for example, potassium citrate and citric acid. All in all, I actually think the ingredient list is really simple and I like to see that. So now let's look at the cost. According to their website, 12 cans cost $29.99 US. So this equates to about $2.49 a can, which isn't horrible. They also make it clear that you can subscribe on Amazon and get 20% off. So if you do like to purchase them regularly, this is a way to save some money. Now, as per usual, the company does not ship to Canada, so I cannot purchase it myself. So while I would love to try it, I can't because I can't order it. So hi Gorgie, if you do see this video, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to actually try and taste your product. Since the company is pretty new, they might be taking their time to expand outwards, so they might just be focusing on the US market for now. So maybe in the future they will ship to other countries, but as of now it seems that they only ship to the US. So now let's talk about some pros of drinking Gorgie. The first thing is that they have a really simple ingredient list and they don't overdo it, and I love to see that. Number two is that they use stevia to sweeten the product, so if you're trying to avoid artificial sweeteners for whatever reason, then this could be an option for you. Number three is that it doesn't have any sugar. Energy drinks are often loaded with a lot of sugar, so you're having a lot of caffeine, you're having a lot of sugar, and really at the end of the day it can add up and we don't want that. So the fact that it doesn't have any sugar, even if it had a little bit of sugar, that'd be fine, but I like to see this because again, I don't recommend consuming a lot of sugar, especially through beverages. Number 4 is that it only has 5 calories, so it is a low calorie option. And again, I don't usually recommend consuming your calories through liquids. I recommend eating whole foods, so this is good too. Number 5 is I think they have really incredible marketing. Their website is gorgeous, their packaging is gorgeous, and I think this is going to attract a lot of consumers or influencers that I follow that it does taste amazing and a lot of people seem to like it. Again, I would like to try it myself, but since I can't, I go by the online reviews that I see. Now let's talk about some cons. I really don't actually have that many cons for this product, which is nice. The 2 main ones would be that 1, it doesn't ship outside of the US, so that's a disadvantage. And number 2 is that some of the B vitamins aren't really necessary. They're not harmful in any way, they're just not necessary. The thing is though, is that energy drinks typically have a lot of B vitamins added to them and in really high doses. So even though I don't think they're totally necessary, I do really like the fact that the company doesn't go overboard with them. So it's not really a huge negative. Overall, I think the product is pretty straightforward and a really decent option for a lot of people. All right, let's talk about my overall thoughts. To be honest, I was really hesitant about reviewing Gorgie when I saw people asking me in my comments. I don't know why, it just seemed like the product was too pretty, too perfect marketing to actually be a good product. And I don't know if that makes sense, but that was how my head was working at the time. But I've heard so many people talking about it that I finally wanted to look into it myself. And after looking at the ingredients, I think it's a pretty decent energy drink. I think it's really simple. It gives you energy from caffeine and they don't have too many extra ingredients. Like I mentioned, I really like the fact that it doesn't have a lot of added sugar because so many energy drinks do. I like the fact that the ingredient list is simple and they don't go overboard with added vitamins, which again, a lot of companies do. I do wish that they would ship outside the US, but maybe they will in the future. Now, overall, I do think it is a good option as an energy drink if you were interested in getting your caffeine from an energy drink. I personally don't consume energy drinks. I just drink coffee because it's a very natural way to getting caffeine in the day, but I understand that's not for everyone and some people want to have an energy drink and they're looking for a decent option. And this is one that I would probably recommend as a decent option. And with that, I hope you found this video helpful. If you want me to review any other products or topics, just let me know in the comments below. I would be more than happy to cover them. And I'll see you in the next video.